I've been on a mission to add charm back to the exterior of our 1930s cottage. We all know first impressions are everything, so on this week's agenda, the curb appeal. I've spent lots of time planning, dialing in the budget, and looking for inspiration, and this week we're finally going to get to work. The goal is to create almost a New England cottage meets New Orleans feel, adding back historic elements that the house would have had originally. I've set a $500 max budget that I can spend on the front of the house. I'm a little bit anxious about removing the shutters, but I think it's the right choice. If you're new here, you might want more information on what I have planned. You should probably check out last week's video. I'll link that on screen. I post weekly videos featuring the ongoing restoration and renovation of our 1930s cottage, and I've got lots more in store. I've settled on a plan to make the trellises out of sheet lattice we purchased from our local hardware store, and I've been searching for deals on plants. I found a few things on clearance, and I was able to get a few more from a family member's garden. At this point, I've got a lot of time invested between planning and collecting materials, but I really want to see this whole project be a success. So I've taken several days to prioritize just gathering materials, but I think we're finally ready to get started. It is extremely hot today. So one, I hope my camera doesn't overheat. Two, this is not going to be glamorous at all. We're about to take the shutters off. There are some surprise lilies that were already in the yard that I've went ahead and removed. I'm gonna start getting ready to make the new flower beds and then see how far we get. Like I said, it's really hot today and I hope my camera can hold out. I think it looks better. We only needed one 4x8 sheet of lattice to create both trellises. They're going to add not only texture and character to the front of the house, but they're going to be functional trellises for climbing plants as well. I'm going to be painting them white. I considered staining them, but I think that much contrast on the front of the house makes it look too busy. While that dries, I'm going to get to work on the flower beds. I think there used to be landscaping here at some point, so I'm hoping this isn't going to be too difficult. I'm going to go ahead and try to get as many weeds out as possible. I'm going to add in some slow release fertilizer and cover the ground with cardboard before we put down mulch. I love gardening as much or more than I love interior design, but I don't want to go too in detail with what I'm doing with the landscaping here. I'm kind of just giving you a rough idea of what my plans are. So if you have any questions at all, just leave them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer them. I'm definitely drawing inspiration from more formal style cottage gardens, and I think the only thing I'm going to want to add into these flower beds is some kind of topiary. I know they could be high maintenance, but I'm going to have to do some searching around and find something within my price range just to anchor the ends of the flower beds closer to the porch. If you or someone you know has ever been hurt by weed paper, I'm sorry. All jokes aside, it's awful. Weed paper is a scam. Cardboard is just a superior, free alternative. You never have to remove it, it will eventually break down, and it does just as good of a job at blocking the weeds. I hope they go whoop. I'm gonna hold it up there and then I'll mark it if I think you should notch it around it.
Maybe it would just have to be a lot bigger than you want it to because of the hose, because that bib's so short.
No, I just want to go up from the bottom. Just make a U at the bottom, not a square.
Okay. Either that or I'd have to go get another bib that's farther out of the wall. That's PEX right there.
So like 10 inches from the trim, 10 1/4. I don't know, I'm torn. Part of me thinks it looks good like that. Just to make it clear, I'm having a little bit of a crisis trying to decide how high the trellis should go on the front of the house. Should it go above the windows, level with the windows? There's a lot of factors I'm having to think about, and it took me a moment to work through this one. And Luke, patient as he is not very amused by my indecision, but he'll be the first one to tell you we would both rather me take my time and make the right decision as have to make changes later, because doing it right the first time, even if it takes a little planning, is always faster than having to undo things. I guess you'll have to go like to there, right? It's not floppy.
I mean, hold on, that drawing. How big was it? So I cut this, and that, and that. And just, I mean, if you want me to do that.
No, you don't need to do that. It was just a square that you needed. Let's try it and see. I'm excited. I like it. It looks good. I'm gonna have black all over my face. I have some trim to kind of cap the top of it that I'm gonna add. I guess in the morning I'll be bringing that back, and I think it looks so good.
More holding measuring devices.
Like the distance between, space between.
Yeah.
In order for this to be a functional trellis for plants, it needs to have a little bit of space for air and light to move around the back of the trellis. My husband had the idea of using treated square porch rail spindles. We painted them white, and I think the total cost for them ended up being $3. What do we think? Oh. We're back again, and it's pretty early. I'm gonna add some trim to the top of the trellis that we made. Luke's gonna photobomb and try to finish up the other side today. The window boxes and I can't, it's too early. I think I've had a stroke. The rail's not gonna be painted this week. The window boxes are not gonna go up. I really wanted to see all this together and see how it makes me feel before I decide exactly what I want the window boxes to look like, how simple I want them to be. I'm gonna try to use some recycled materials, so I'm not sure how I want the window boxes to be designed. But you're gonna get to see a big transformation by the end of the day today, and I'm very sore from digging yesterday, even though I really enjoy it. There is a large chance of rain today, so we're gonna get to work. I might not talk to you guys a whole lot today, but it's gonna be a good day, and I'm really excited with the progress. Not regretting taking the shutters off at all. We're not throwing the shutters away. I'm gonna try to recycle those. They are pretty big, and I'm wondering about trying to make them into something for the backyard. So we'll we'll see how that goes, but I'm excited to finish up the landscaping today and get the trellis hung on the other side. So let's get to work. Does that look straight? You wanna go back there and look at it? Here, hold it for a second. Let me swap hands.
Yeah. Yeah. Up on the right a little bit. Yeah. This piece?
Can't reach.
You can put one right there.
That's higher than the...
No, it's not. It's right here.
Can you reach it?
Enough.
I do. It's not for any functional purpose. It's just supposed to be cute. I think it makes it look better. Oh gosh, I'm gonna break my leg today for sure. So far, we've done better than I ever expected with the budget, and the house is looking so good. And this front face of the porch is really bothering me. So it's not part of the original plan, but I'm kind of throwing around some options for things that we could do to add some character. We're gonna make some phone calls, see what we can find locally, and make sure we stay within budget. I really would like to make this a fun focal point. I wonder if I could find a pack of that. They sell hardy board that's like fish scales, you know?
Yeah.
And then we could just take just the face off and do that, and then just trim it out like ghetto, like my style, you know? Just on that.
Very good.
Like something real cutesy.
Think Williams has that?
Or some cedar shakes.
Think Williams has any of that?
Huh? Ow. I'm planting a star jasmine and a clematis on each trellis, and even though the foundation isn't the same height on both sides, I've still chosen to mirror the landscaping. And as I said earlier, I definitely want to add something tall and evergreen on the inside corner next to the porch on each side. I've just got to choose that carefully, and I think I may need to make a trip out of town to a specialty nursery to find something that's going to be unique and not damage the foundation. Even though there's lots left to do, it's already starting to feel like a transformation. The goal for today is really just to get to a stopping point and let me take a step back and finalize some decisions that I'm not sure about. I wanted to see the trellises up, the landscaping started, and really decide how ornate I want the window boxes to be, and finalize my decision on what I want to do with this porch railing. No matter what though, I'm super happy with what we've done so far. I still haven't decided if ultimately I would like to paint the porch or not, but I went to take photos and I could not handle the moldy stairs. So they got a nice little bath, and let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope you'll join me next week. Thanks for watching.